Okay, so yeah, let me start all over again. Yeah. Who else is here? Ifechi. Okay. I can't see him yet. Okay, so I was trying to appreciate all those that tried to reach out to us while we were away. Of course, we were away because we are family people, yeah. So we had our various family home fronts to deal with. That was the reason we were not here. And I especially thank all of them that tried to reach out to us. They are the reason we do what we do. They are the reason we do what we do. So we thank you very much for your concern. And for every other person who is out there, please try, and if you like what we are doing, if you like what we do, try to like our various pages and follow the pages, like our program, this very program, like it, share it, so that the reach will be wider. So the day we'll go in straight. Oh my God. But I'm on. Can you hear me?
It's going up, down.
What else can I do? Let me speak. If you can't hear me, tell me. Tell me again. So I was trying to say that the topic for today is titled Single, Divorced, Single, Married, Divorced. You can't hear me. If you can't hear me, then it's not good at all. Then it's not good at all. You want to go to Instagram?
Sorry?
You want to go to Instagram?
Well, I will just have to strain. So I don't know. Continue.
It's not going to be nice like that.
But can you hear me clearly?
Clearly, perfectly. I can hear you perfectly.
Okay. So maybe you just increase your audio. You shout a little.
Okay. So I want to start this way. I want to start the topic this way. We all know that family is the thread. Family is like the string that holds society in place. If the family is in any way, shape or form distorted, if it is distorted, it's going to tilt society in a certain direction, which may affect a lot of things, because family is that fiber that holds society together. I want to speak to the singles. I know that being single, right now, I don't know how the singles these days feel, but in our own time, we kind of felt like we're left out. If you're single, I think even today they feel that way, because they just this Valentine, right? And I saw in the comment section how some singles were like complaining of how people with their partners were trying to do PDA in their faces. Let me put it that way. Yeah. So being single, sometimes you kind of feel left out. You kind of feel left out sometimes. People who are single, they want to get married. People who are married, they want to go back to being single. So like it seems like the grass is always kind of greener on the other side. Can you hear me?
I'm trying to.
So the grass is kind of greener on the other side. That is why people who are single, most singles, they want to get married. Most married people, they want to go single. If you can't hear me, then we can't do this. Go on Instagram.
Sorry?
I think they are hearing, the people on Instagram, they can hear me. Come to Instagram. Come to Instagram. Come to Instagram. Ooh. Auntie Yemisi is here. Oh my God. Auntie Yemisi, I will bring you on. No, you come and gist with us. Okay. J Baby is here.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm
Let me try and add my co-host.
my people will soon enter now because they don't see I don't do yes, so start to talk. Let's the conversation slowly because we want to why am I online for God's sake? Hi. And how are you today? Fine, thank you. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
In
But
fact,
I can't see you though.
you can't see me.
For me, yes.
Okay, but you had seen me before, right? You had seen me at the other end.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what I'm wearing, you know how I look. So I guess that's okay. I guess that.
Can you see her? Yeah, I can see her. Oh, okay. Hi guys, everyone joining. Welcome to Hot Mom Live Conversation. Today I'm joined by my dear mother that some of you may recognize and my aunt. And this conversation is about relationships.
Auntie Abby, mute your mic for now. Mute your mic for now.
Okay.
When somebody is talking, you mute, and then when you're ready to talk, you mute.
How do I mute now?
Just touch on the mic. Touch on the screen. Touch on the mic.
Is it muted now?
No, it's not. We can still hear you.
Now it's muted.
Okay, it's muted. No, it's not.
Is it? No.
Touch on the screen. You will see the mic. Just touch on the mic button. Me, I don't even know how to mute from here if I have to mute. Okay, on the screen now, it's there. The microphone is there on the screen.
But it's fun. I don't think there's much of a disturbance because I can hear you.
But it's interrupting. It's breaking the... Okay, it's okay, Sha. So, okay, you want to speak, Ife?
Yeah, I was just going to tell people that are joining what is happening. The conversation today is titled Single, Married, Divorce. So I feel like it covers a wide spectrum of people involved, both my Gen Zers to your, what did I call your generation? Generation ancient to married. And there's even young people that are also married and divorced. I have some friends, my friends that are married or about to get married. So I decided to contribute to this conversation. However, I possibly can with knowledge as this, and hopefully this conversation sparks debate in the comment section amongst all audiences. Thank you for giving me the space to express myself.
So that's J Babe. Everyone follow J Babe. If you're not following J Babe, you're missing. You need to go see what she's putting up on her profile. Beautiful, beautiful videos out there. So yeah, I guess everyone heard her. I don't know if I think let me just finish what I needed to say, and then my co-host AB, you can give your own contribution. So I had already said how most singles would want or long to get married. Most of them, they will want to or long to get married. But some of them, especially the Gen Zs these days, they no send wetin be marriage sef, and so that's that. So for them, I would advocate that they learn to live alone. Learn while you're still single. While you're still single, learn to live on your own. Learn to live alone. Learn to be mentally independent of that idea of a man. If I don't have a man in my life, I'm not complete. Learn to grow into telling yourself that you are enough. You have a business or a job, you have a career going for you have things going for you. Maybe the only thing missing in your life is to have a partner. Don't let that make you feel incomplete. Because, like I said, a lot of married people are wishing or wanting to leave their marriages, or feeling so pressured with the marriage concept of marriage that they wish that they were never married. A lot of people are like that. Single people, they want to get into marriage. So always, wherever you are, try to make the best of the situation. Try to make the best of the situation. For the married, for the married, there's something I want to say. So, AB, you're married. I am married. Look at yourself. Think about all the things you think, the things you do, the things you say as a married woman. Then juxtapose a male beside you. Who is AB? This male, do you think, as an AB, the AB that you are, would want to marry the AB that is here right now, with all your character traits, with all the kind of things the way you behave, the kind of things you think, your lifestyle? If you are a man today, will you marry yourself? That is basically what the question I'm trying to ask. I'm also asking myself, if I am a man today, will I marry my kind of woman, with the way I think, with the things I do, with the things I say, with the kind of person I am? Will my kind of woman appeal to me as a man? Let's have this as um, a time of introspection. Let's check ourselves and check our relationship with our spouses. Maybe altering something or changing our ways might be what will bring that change that we are looking for in our marriages. So that is the nugget I want to drop in terms of the marriage. And then for the divorced, I don't know. Okay, you have something to say. Okay.
I wanted to quickly say something on
The single.
singleness. I feel
Okay.
like we should expand it to not marriage but companionship.
Okay.
I think
Yes. Okay. Companionship. Yes.
But to say that a lot of people feel left out or feel this necessity to be in a companionship, in a partnership, but don't necessarily keep in mind that you need to have gone through a journey of self-development and self-accomplishment before you can actually feel fulfilled within a companionship. So that's why I just wanted to largely, because maybe saying the term marriage might not really ring a bell in some people's heads.
Yeah. Okay. So for me, I'm a traditional woman and I'm coming from a different generation. So that is why I'm using the term marriage. But I am also aware that even in the um, marriage philosophy, it's changed. The philosophy of marriage has changed. I am aware of that. A lot of people do partnership, like you said, in different ways now. But that is not the focus of today's conversation. So, like you said, maybe we'll just say, okay, man and woman, partnership, yeah. Because if I begin to say man and woman, I'm also going out of, I might also be going into where I shouldn't go into. So I don't want to do that. So I think we should just stick with, yeah, just stick with having a partner, a spouse. Yeah, having a spouse. So let's keep it that way because the whole world is watching. This is a live program. So that's that about the married and the single. What else was I going to say? Um, so for the single, I want to add something. Yeah, before you continue. For the single, if you don't feel enough and you're in that space where you feel like if I don't get married, I will not be complete. Hmm? If you're in that space and you eventually get married, it comes with a lot of downsides. It has a lot of downsides. If you're not fulfilled yourself as a single person, it is better for you to get all you want, or even in the journey of trying to get what you want along the way. Well, you can get married if you find somebody that appeals to you. You can go into that relationship. But for you to feel like half fulfilled, that until you have a man, you are not complete. It is that ideology that I am trying to say we should do away with because it will not help you in the long run. Thinking that without this person, I am not complete. You won't like what will come out of it. So that's that. Auntie Abby, I don't know if you have anything to say for now.
You can still hear me, I guess.
Yes, properly now.
Okay. So, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. Like my co-host said, we're talking about single, married, and divorced. So for me, what I'm basically going to say is, for starters, just be yourself as a human being. Whether you're single, whether you're married, whether you're divorced, just be yourself and allow life take its course. Because I know that at the time we were sick, at the time we were single, or at the time a lot of us were single, we looked forward to getting married. Especially because we saw some marriages thrown in our faces. We saw the good parts of some marriages and we just felt like, oh, we want to get married. All well and good. Some of us are lucky in that aspect. We are married, but we are still human. We are still ourselves. Marriage shouldn't stop you from being the person you are or from being the person you want to be. Marriage shouldn't stop you from killing your dream. In fact, it should even expand it. It should help you grow in that respect. And people after getting married, because of the maybe complexities of the situation of marriage and of life generally, there's a hitch somewhere and you get back to being single. You shouldn't also kill yourself about it. Let life just go on. Let life continue. Let's just at every point in time be who we are supposed to be, whether single, married, or divorced.
Thank you very much. She's clapping for you. Thank you very much. I want to read some comments on Instagram. I want to read some comments on Instagram. Where are they? They've all disappeared though. Oh, Jesus. They've all disappeared. I don't know what happened.
I'm seeing one here, even though it's not so clearly.
If you can read it.
She was saying that because that wasn't the person God made for you.
Yes, I saw that one. I personally do not think that there's just one person for one person. I don't think so. I don't think so. If there's just one person, yes.
You don't think that there's just one person for one person?
Sorry?
That you don't think there's one person for one person?
No, I don't think so. Ife, you were saying something. What?
Nothing, there's some noise.
Yes, it's the generator.
Okay, I get that noise.
Okay, so for me, I don't particularly think that there's just one person made for one person. I think you can be compatible with more than one person in life. You can be compatible with more than one person, and it's now your choice to choose who you settle with. I don't think everybody is just made for one person. No, I don't think so. Yes.
I believe that also that statement of there's someone out there for you, I think in some regards can also serve as an excuse to certain people to not put in the work that it takes to find a middle ground with someone. When I say that, I mean if you meet someone and let's say is clashing over trivial things, a lot of people just choose to walk away because they're like, okay, maybe this is not the person that was meant for me. When some of these issues are things that
You can actually work on. Yes. Yes.
So that's why I stand with you.
Yes, on the flip side too, if you have that kind of mentality, on the flip side too, if you're with somebody who is maltreating you, who is not, you guys are not compatible in any way, you will keep telling yourself that okay, maybe this is the person that is meant for me. Since I'm already married, I will stay here. On the flip side, it can also be like that if you're someone with that kind of mindset. I don't think it should be that way. I think, well, what I think is for me, what you think is for you. You. So, but what I believe is people can be compatible with multiple people. Yeah, in different ways. You can be compatible in different ways because I don't think you can be compatible all round at the end of the day. I don't know what you think.
You're muted, Auntie. What was I even going to say? Compatibility. In life, we meet people. We meet people around us, and we choose who we want to be friends with. We choose who we want to stay longer in our lives. So, in the course of meeting people and interacting with people, the boys, the girls, you get to the point where you tell yourself, this is the kind of person I want. But it also has to be mutual. While telling yourself, this is the kind of person I want, the other person you're with has to be convinced too that you're the kind of person he wants before, you go ahead to now be one. For me, that is it. Then, if you marry, even if you get married to that person, in as much as I'm not advocating for divorce, life happens. So many things happen in the course of a relationship, and you find out that your singleness will still pay you better if you find out you're single, because we all have different thresholds. We all have things we can accommodate to a large extent. So while in the marriage, if the marriage is trying to turn you upside down, well, for the sake of your happiness, I guess if every other thing fails, you may go back to being single. And we also make this mistake. A lot of people just feel like marriage is the ultimate. That is why when I started, I said you don't have to get married to be who you want to be. In your singleness, you can still pursue whatever you want to be. Be yourself. If marriage comes along, all well and good. If marriage does not come along, let it not change you. The most important thing is being you. That is the most important thing. Because a lot of people get married and they regret not getting married. They tell themselves, oh, I wish I didn't get married. I preferred my single life. So it's all about us as individuals getting to the point where we accept what we want and work towards it.
Okay.
So you okay.
No, talk, continue, finish.
You meet many people in life. You meet many people in life. You meet some people that you ask yourself, where were you all along? Why didn't I meet you years back? Maybe because you've been in a bad relationship because this person, came along. But in all of that, let's know what we want. We all have ideals. You know what you want in a man, you know what you want in a woman. We all have ideals. So you may not get 100% of your want, but to a large extent, let who you're meeting align with what you want in that person, and you grow from there. And if life says, no, you can't be together, all well and good, you still live life at your best. You still live life at your best. That is also what I am emphasizing on.
Which is
because whereby the society has made it like, oh, this person is 50 years and the person is not married, and there must be something wrong. Let's all know that whether we are married or we are not married, there's nothing absolutely wrong with us. It is when we clear that fact that whether I'm married or I'm not married, I'm still who I'm supposed to be, or I'm still myself, then every other thing gets into place.
Yeah, so this is something that is going to be very difficult for a number of people to agree with or to adapt to, because ultimately people want to get married, especially our generation. I'll keep emphasizing on that, especially our generation. Maybe the new generation, because of the advent of the internet, they now see they have a lot more information, and they are at a point where they feel like marriage is not the ultimate. And maybe probably because of their experiences also in their families where they were raised. Maybe they didn't quite see the beauty of marriage, so that could also be a discouragement for them. But my point again is to the singles: whatever decision you make is up to you. But what if you're in the category of those who want to get married, especially from my generation, maybe people who are already in their early 40s or late 40s or in their early 50s, who are still not yet married, and you really, really want to get married. I think this not feeling in love enough, not feeling this feeling empty thing, it's peculiar to people from our own generation, not in this current generation. So I will say to them that they have to learn to be okay without a man. They have to learn to tell themselves, it starts from here, to keep telling themselves that they are okay the way they are without a man. Well, I know that you might want to have a companion, a lifetime companion, you might want to have children and all that. That's a different conversation altogether. But nothing beats telling yourself that you are okay the way you are. Because we aspire to get a lot of things in this life. And when you can't get some of them, would you kill yourself? You can't kill yourself. You can't. You don't have to, because you didn't attain a certain position, or you didn't get certain things that you wanted out of life. You now off yourself. No, you won't do that. So start from here by adjusting your mind to accept yourself, that you are good enough, you are okay, so that any man who is also coming into your life, any partner who wants to come into your life, will see you and say, ah, she looks so, because however you feel on the inside eventually radiates on the outside, in the way you speak, in the way you talk, even in your facial expressions. If you're a fulfilled woman, you walk confidently and everything, so that will also even be an attraction for the kind of man that you want, because it is a man that is looking for a confident woman that will come for you eventually. But if you're always brooding over your situation and being moody and thinking, it will reflect. You will look sick all the time. It will look like there's something wrong with you. And I don't think any man or anybody wants to align with somebody who is always walking about with their problems on their head. Because everyone has got their problems already. Everyone has got their issues that they are dealing with at the end of the day. So that's that. I don't know if you guys have any contribution. Yes, J baby.
Honestly, just piggyback off what you just said, because I wanted to say it but differently, in the sense that there's energy is real. People feel energy, whether you want to admit or not, and nobody wants to approach or be associated with something they feel would be a liability, or would halt their own progress, or would halt their own well-being, or halt their own positivity that they've worked so hard to build. And people feel your energy. So it's even if you're looking to be in a partnership, nobody says it's an issue, but you also need to carry yourself in a way that you will not present a liability for someone else, because you're also not looking to be a caretaker for somebody else. So why would anybody be looking to be a caretaker for you? You get? So just like I completely agree with what you said, basically.
Thank you. I want to read a comment here by Miss Caroline. Miss Caroline says, many women are looking for the right thing in life, which is true, the right thing in life. We are all, not just women, everybody is looking for the right thing in life. Okay? It's all about what they can get out of marriage. When money is gone, they leave. So that's what Miss Caroline is saying, that many women are looking for what they can get out of marriage. So when money is gone, they leave. Does that mean that people who don't have money cannot get married?
I don't think that's reflective of a big enough population to make this statement. How many people are just getting into marriage because of money? Yes, there are people. How many? I think I wanted to say something, but
yeah, I want to finish reading the comments. Let me finish reading the comments. Miss Caroline again is saying marriage doesn't have age. Okay, yeah, agree. But I don't think that people who, me personally, this is my personal opinion, people who are in their early 20s, I think it's too early for them to get married. I think it's too early for them to understand the intricacies of the concept of marriage. People who are in their early 20s, their brain never mature. That is what I feel. That is my opinion.
Okay.
That is my opinion.
That is your opinion, and I disagree with you on that. Well, okay. That's your opinion.
Okay.
But for me, I just feel like, as a human being, what do we want? If you're in your early 20s and you go to school, you comprehend, you have friendships, you know the kind of friends you have. You should extend to the other relationship. You should extend to the relationship with the opposite sex. In as much as you know what you want, settle for it. age irrespective. After all, well, I don't know, society says at 18, they are grown enough to be who they want to be. So from 18 years, if you feel you can handle the pressures of marriage, you don't just look at it at the periphery. Marriage entails a lot. And that is why I keep urging people, the singles, marry your friend. Marry somebody that understands you to a large extent. If the person understands you to a large extent, you can work things out. But if you marry somebody out from nowhere and you just say, just because I want to get married, or just because I've been pressured to get married, you may get it wrong in the long run. So marry the person you feel at home with. Marry the person you can relate with. I'm talking about single. At every point in time in our lives, we both have to be single. Even as a married woman, most times your husband is not there, your kids are not there. You experience that single state. And where why I'm urging people is you try to do the things that make you, so that even in the absence of the people that bring happiness to you, you can still be happy. Your life is not tied particularly to somebody or to some persons. Do the things that make you happy, whether they are there or they are not there. Live life at its best. When they come around, it's a plus for you. When they are not there, still be yourself. And life, for me, life generally, it's just about being happy. Some people are married and they are unhappy. Some people are married and they are unhappy. Their husbands have money. Their husbands show them love. But something is still missing. So find that missing thing and try to actualize it for me. Okay.
Okay. J baby.
Yeah, I wanted to say two things. Tilda said something in the comments. She said, admitting you want certain things for yourself is a big step to get kids. You want to be married.
Don't rush it, oh. Speak slowly so that we can all hear you.
Sorry. Admitting you want certain things for yourself is a big step to get kids. If you want to be married, make it clear to yourself. However, when it comes to early 20s or like 18, like you said, people look at the peripheral. I don't know how to speak English, but you really need to look into the intricacies of marriage for you to be able to make decisions that you want to be married. I don't think at 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, you know enough about what marriage entails for you to be able to make that decision. One. Two, we ignore how much you evolve as a person during that stage of your life, that who you were at the beginning or what you thought you wanted for yourself when you were 18, 19, 20, 21 could be completely different 3 years from that, 4 years from that. And you look at this person that you chose to get married to, and you're like, I actually don't, this is not what I want for myself. And third of all, scientifically speaking, at least for women, your frontal lobe, your brain, fully develops at what, 25, 26? Before then, anything you thought you knew, you didn't know anything. So I don't believe that it's wise. I don't believe that you have enough resources to make informed decisions when it comes to things as important and fundamental as lifetime partnership. That makes sense. Thank you very much.
Sorry, somebody is sending something really, really offensive. Somebody sent something really, really offensive on my Facebook Live. Sorry, I was trying to say that somebody sent something really offensive on the Facebook Live and I've banned the person. So, yeah. My Facebook Live is also on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, okay. Tilda, how are you? Welcome.
Yes, we can.
Okay, carry on.
I think her network. Ah, yes, oh yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone joining. Everyone joining. Thank you. Don't say anything silly, you'll be banned. So like I've been following the conversation. So I have to say I quite disagree with the age thing. I think it's when it comes to our generation now, we know that age is really just a number. And you can tell like people, not everybody marries for love. People actually, some people marry for stability too. So at the same time, a lot of 20-year-olds, 25-year-olds, or 20 to 25-year-olds are actually goal getters right now. People are going out to achieve their goals, going out, they have careers, especially women also in the industry or around. We have careers, we have goals we need to follow. So at the end of the day, so people can just, and we are socially and more financially exposed compared to the older generation. So this time, I think we have a bit of loose rope where our parents trust us to actually travel, meet people, and still be smart and still be wise in meeting people, and still expect us to be decent doing it too. So that's why my point is, you see now these days, young people actually getting married these days too, because it might sound really blunt, but just get married, have your kids, and let's continue our career. And these days, it's also like we have a lot of things to save for. You have insurance. It used to be like those days where father and mother will go to work, come back, provide for the kids, but the money is not enough. There is this what like this line where there are more older people going into pension, and then the whole economy is relying on the younger generation. So at this point, people just want to, you know what? Let me get married. Let me have my kids. Now I need to continue working for my kids. I need to continue working for my pension so that my kids don't suffer and so I don't suffer when I go home. So this 20 to 25 is really people, when people are exposed and you're matured enough, I feel like people tend to mature enough between the ages of 20 to 25. I feel like when you're matured enough, when you've been exposed enough, you can make the bold step to decide to get married. So I don't think it's too young. And I've actually seen lots of older people get married and still get divorced because they are at that age of marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually an exposure.
Yeah, so I get your point. So if you're coming from the point of exposure, I know that the internet is there and people are listening, people are more exposed these days. But
Mommy,
hmm,
is your network lagging?
I don't know what the issue is. Is it
I
lagging?
think her network is lagging. Yeah. Anyways, for anyone joining, this is Hot Mom Live Conversations. Hot Mom is the host in green right there. And yes, we have a how do you say it in English? Like a echantillon when you have a representation of like different
Generation.
Yeah, right now.
Yes, I can hear you guys. I can hear you guys. Do you want me to go and come back? No, I don't want to go and come back actually. I don't want to go and come back. Anyway, Abby, if you have anything to say to the conversation.
But we can hear you, Sha. Can hear you. Yo, she's behind.
Okay.
She's going to react to this part. I think
Okay, let me just finish the other part of the conversation that we will need to carry along as well. Okay, as
Mommy, I think you need to leave and
I cannot leave and come back. I'm the host. I cannot leave and come back. I'm the host.
You're muted, and you're muted. To unmute, okay. So, we have said it all. Whether you're single, whether you're married, whether you're divorced, live life at your best. Live life, making yourself happy.
Anyway, it's lagging. I understand it's lagging, but I don't want to leave and come back. Anyway, I don't want to leave and come back.
Yeah, the lag is bad.
Okay. So let me leave and come back.
You better at the beginning. It was right. Yeah, it was better at the beginning. Yeah. Let me text her. No, she's trying. Oh, yeah. What is actually the problem again? Like, if you say something, yeah, it's like, okay, so like she's trying to text us to leave a call. Okay, now maybe this thing is to end.
Why are they unable to join?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, the lag was.
It was really bad. And you people were laughing too much. Don't laugh again. If there's any lag, don't laugh.
No, it was funny now.
So that me, I would have continued talking. I would have just continued talking.
It wasn't good because you now told her she was now speaking. When you now caught her when she was talking because of the lag, like it was just bad. But you'll come back, don't worry. When it happens like that and you notice it's better to end and come back that were interested about it.
Okay.
It was funny, it was a nice
I've not seen the rest. Where is your tilde and where is AB? It's almost her bedtime. No? What time is it now, sir? Okay. Okay, let me add her here. Oh yeah, request. She's on Facebook. She's come back to Facebook. No, not you. I mean AB. She's here already. Yeah, send the request. Send. Okay, add. I've added you. She's here. I don't know.
Okay.
It was lagging badly, so I had to end it.
Okay.
But you're now on Facebook, or you're no longer on Instagram. Sure, you know.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
And I can hear you better now.
Oh, okay, okay. Where is Tilda? Let Tilda come now. Okay, so I want to go to the last part of the conversation. We will talk about everything still. If you still have an opinion on being single and being married, but I want to go quickly to the divorce part. And it's just a little segment. Like I started from the beginning of the program. This is a very extensive topic that, of course, this singular life cannot do anything, do any justice to it. So whatever pops up in your head that you want to speak on regarding being single, we go with it. Whatever it is about being married that pops up in your head, you want to talk about, we'll go with it. Whatever pops up in your head regarding being divorced, we go with it. So that's how I think we should do it, because it's a very, very extensive topic. So for me,
it's an individual thing.
Yes, as well. Yes, but we just give out the advice here and there and see, because some people actually need a prompting for them to think, and then like light up a bulb in their head and say, okay, okay, let me do it this way. Then, since I have these options, let me do it this way. So that is why these conversations should always be ongoing, especially regarding their relationships must always be there. Relationships will always be there. So conversations about relationships will continue to be ongoing, and people will learn at the end of the day. We are all learning. As you're speaking, as you're dishing out from your oasis of knowledge, I am picking one or two things for myself, So it's not about age or whatever, we are all learning. So, what I want to say about divorce is, as a parent, if my daughter is divorced, I would want her to get married again. Yes, it will be my wish for her to get married again, but it depends on the child. I'm just saying, as a parent, that would be my wish, right? If I have a daughter, I have a son, I would want them to get married again. Today, I saw a video. No, yesterday, I saw a video of a guy who kept explaining and explaining why he can't ever get married to a divorcee. He gave his reasons. Of course, he gave his reasons. But I've also seen people who went all out to marry a divorcee and their kids, and adopted these kids as theirs, even though they were never married before. I've seen all that. So there's something I want to point out here, and it's a thing of perspective versus perception. Perspective versus perception.
Perception versus perspective.
Yes, as a parent, if your daughter is divorced, you want her to get married. But as a parent, that same parent, if you have as a parent, if your son wants to get married to a divorcee, you would want to protest. Why are we like that? Why are we like that? She's pointing at me. Why are we like that? If we have a daughter who is a divorcee, for whatever reason, we will want her to get married. And we might even be secretly hoping for a man who is not married, who is young, who is whatever, to get married to her. Which is not a problem. For me, it's not a problem. But why do we apply double standards when we have a son who wants to get married, who probably is in love with a divorcee, but you put your foot down that he will never bring a woman who has married before to this family. And family people will now sit down and have meeting on top of your head. Why? Why is that? Why is that? And what can we do to do away with all these things? Because it's really painful that I am thinking about this and I'm like, people are actually there doing these things. And even as we speak, something like this might be going on, might be the reason why somebody is not yet married, even though they have found the love of their life in this person. So I don't know how you guys want to respond to that. How do you want to respond to that? J Babe, do you have any response to that? Sorry? Abby?
Yes, please.
If you're not speaking now, you can mute, right? Because it's interfering.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, what did you say, J Babe? The summary of the question is, as a parent, why would you want your female child who is divorced? It's okay for you, for her to get married again. And you might even secretly wish for her to get married like she never married before. But that same parent would not want her son to get married to a divorcee. Even though
because internalized stigma that we have against divorce, people just see, and that see it's a deeply rooted thing. Divorce, because of how much, at least our society is against divorce.
Yes.
There's a huge like that is attached to it, but that doesn't affect you when you are on the victim end. When you are the divorcee, you now realize that you deserve a second chance at love. There's nothing wrong with you. You just went through marriage, it didn't work out for you, and now you want to try again. But the rest of the society doesn't see that. They see you as a failure, or they see you as someone that couldn't hold it down. If you couldn't do it right the first time, how would you do it right the second time? They see you as someone that potentially waste someone else's time. But like again, I said, it's a societal thing. It's a whole stigma that's built and maintained around divorce, and that's not going to be dismantled anytime soon because people are not being honest about themselves. And I feel like it's also a religious thing. Even though I believe in religion, there are grounds for divorce, right? It says in several passages where your spouse does something, it's grounds for divorce. But I don't know why they do it to
apply it.
That one. Think through. You need to persevere, and it's just a whole. I think it's just something that has been passed down from generation to generation. Like at least the one before you to your own. This thing where if you found a good man or a good person, keep them. Your household is your pride. There's just so many things attached to it that once shown any sign of failure in that regard, then why should someone give you a second chance? But when you are the one that divorced and you know your reasons and you know that it's not because you're a bad person, it's not because you failed, it's just because it didn't work out for you, then you don't have the right to disregard other divorced people. So I don't think people really see the damage that this stigma does until they are
on the receiving end.
Basically.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much. Over to you, AB. Put on your speaker.
I didn't hear what she said.
I don't know how I'm going to rephrase it, but you can just respond to what I said.
Okay. That
as a parent now, as a parent.
So
For me.
So she is saying that, let me tell you, she says something like, it's because of a long time stigma that has been rooted in us, from the generation before us to this our own generation. It's been rooted in us that divorce is a bad thing, But she also said even the scriptures gave a ground for divorce, but the churches, our religious bodies, they still do not apply it even when it happens. Do you understand? Our religious bodies still do not apply even when it happens. That, okay, see what the scripture says, that if this happens, that the people can be divorced. But our religious bodies will still want to keep these people together to make sure it works. So it's based on our ideology, our deeply rooted ideology. So that's what basically she said.
Yeah, well, it's still, but at the end of the day, it's just for us to have an open mind. If you will be willing for your son, if you will be willing for your daughter for your son, for your daughter to marry a divorced man, you should also be willing for your son to marry a divorcee, because you actually don't know the reasons. You don't know the reasons behind their stories. So if love finds them anywhere, we as parents don't have to we don't have to overrule it, or we don't have to step in. If two individuals in whatever state have found themselves and they think they can get on with life together, let's just give them our best encouragement.
I think so too.
Instead of trying to sway them.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. So for me, I think I've exhausted what I had to talk about. I don't know if there's any contribution anybody else want to add, or any correction, whatever it is we need to add to the topic before we call it a day. From being single to being married to being divorced. If there's anything else to add. J Baby, your last word.
This was a very interesting question.
You have to be audible. You can mute for now.
I said this was a very, very interesting conversation. I got new perspective on certain things.
Like what?
Like, for example, what Huda said about this new generation actually being go-getters and seeing marriage as a thing to kind of get out of the way so they can keep building their dreams and focus on their careers because they have the necessary exposure. I feel like it's something to actually consider. That makes a lot of sense because, like I said, the main things I was saying about not getting married in your early 20s was not having enough information and not being well armed. But lots of us are getting more and more access to this information. We have our parents telling us that, see what's inside marriage, don't go in blindly. We have a lot of us in therapy. We have a lot of us really working hard to work on our communication skills, which is the foundation of a good and long-lasting partnership. And at the end of the day, she also said that marriages don't even necessarily only happen for love right now. It happens for stability. It happens for, okay, let me just have this person and we can build and grow together. And that doesn't necessarily have to be rooted in romantic love, but as long as it's informed, then even early marriage doesn't have to be bad. It doesn't have to be bad. It doesn't have to be stupid. So I think that's the one takeaway that I had from this conversation. But all the other things are very interesting about being yourself, whether it's single, married, or divorced. Being yourself and being confidently yourself throughout every phase that you find yourself in. Your focus should be how can I be better for myself, and that will reflect within any relationship that you find yourself. So yeah, those are things that's good from the conversation.
Thank you so much, J Baby. Okay, your last word. Your last
An
word.
interesting topic it is, and like you said, we can't exhaust it in one day. For me, my closing line is love your singleness. Marry who you love you who you marry. And if love doesn't live there anymore, do what's best for you. Do what is best for you. Overall, let's learn to love ourselves, do us, and be ourselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then for me, it will seem like they always say, the grass is always greener on the other side. Most people who are not married, like I said in my opening statement, they want to get married. Singles, they want to get married. They are somebody like this lady was writing in the comment section. Now, these days, the love self is not about the marriage self is not about love, is about money, kind of. To an extent, it is true for some people, and we see it, you know. But at the end of the day, don't think that the grass is that statement of the grass is always greener on the other side is not always true. And that is the reason why some people who are also married, they wish they were not married, or they are looking for a way to go out, or, just in a turbulent kind of relationship that they are not settled and they wish things were different. Yeah. And then for the divorcees, like I also said, some of them are good alone, good being alone. Yeah, they would rather remain alone because of their experiences. They are good to go that way too. But if they want to give love a try, if they want to give relationship a try, if they want to give partnership, whatever they want to call it, a try, they are free to do that. It's possible to find love again. It's possible to find somebody you're compatible with to live the rest of your life with. Don't think that the doors are shut. But the only thing is, there are some people who feel like once they leave a relationship, they are no longer complete. So that thing makes them to want to always be in a relationship because that's the only thing that makes them feel complete. If you are that kind of person, try to work on yourself. You will know yourself, right? You will know yourself that this is the kind of person I truly am. Because if you're not in a relationship, you feel like you're not complete. So you're always looking forward to wanting to be in the next relationship. Please seek therapy. If you cannot help yourself on your own, seek therapy. But get this awareness that it is not a good thing for you to want somebody else to always complete you. Try to do things on your own and try to feel enough and feel content in who you are, in the things you've achieved in life, and keep pursuing your dreams. So that's all I've got to say. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you, J Baby. Thank you,
Thank you.
AB.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Hope
much.
to see you again soon.
Yes. If you couldn't come today, I hope that you'll be able to join us next time. So have a great time, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Whew.